Hello, my beautifuls. I am just hopping on real quick. Happy Friday. Yay, it's Friday. Um, Last night when I was recording live, I kind of went off on this little tangent about like the banned books of the Bible or how the canon was created and why is Job where it is type of thing. I kind of went off on this little tangent. I love you guys. You know me. I'm going to do it. So, because it's a history, there's a lot of history to what I do, but that's a whole lesson in itself. But this morning I was like, yeah, Courtney, you went off on this tangent. They might not even know what you're talking about. So, I am going to attach something that came out years ago, like a decade ago, from the History Channel. It's actually a pretty good, about hour and a half documentary about how the canon of the Bible, how the Bible is actually assembled, and the books that were left out. I always have found it interesting that, the Old Testament is the Torah, but it also has left out all of like the Jewish mysticism. You see what I'm saying? And then of course we don't have any Dead Sea Scrolls. We don't have any Nag Hammadi scriptures. So we have what we know now of the Bible. And it is an ancient text, so we are using that here. And so just briefly, I am going to attach that documentary. I would love for you guys to watch it because they go History Channel. They actually did a really good job. After Constantine sees this big cross in the sky and is like, oh, Jesus wants me to conquer the world in his name. Yeah, okay. A lot of ancient alien theorists will say that might not have been a cross. Regardless, it's history. There's nothing we can do about it now. But Constantine decided, yes, I'm going to conquer the world, which he did for very much the most part of that region. And afterwards, he was like, okay, we got to get this Jesus thing and this Bible thing, we got to wrap it up into one nice little bow here. Because there were a lot of different schools of thought. Hence, like the Nag Hammadi, the Gnostics, a lot of different schools of thought. And he assembled all these bishops in his summer home in Nicaea, I believe. And first the question was posed, who is Christ? Is he just a man or is he God? Is he a God? Is he one? Is he both? And they did, after having a nice little break, a nice little let's sit around and talk because we're philosophers and, whatnot. They decided that Christ was man and God in one. That's all good and well, because you know what? We are. I get it. We are. It's that divine spark within. We are the great I am. So I get it. So that's fine. What followed after that was, okay, now what do we actually keep and let go of? And that's why you get all these ancient texts that it's like, whoa, why didn't we know about this? Because once that canon was designed and created and put together, that's what the world ran with, because Constantine did conquer. Right. So a lot of the Gnostics, a lot of other, belief systems had to kind of go into hiding, had to fall away. All the pagans, the beautiful pagans, I'm sure we'll cover some history there. And then it got even worse with like the Knights Templar and Lord. Okay, well, I guess we will have to have brief history moments. So, I will attach that because it is a good documentary. because then they're kind of doing my job for me, which is a little bit awesome, so I can roll with other great things. The one thing that I do want to emphasize, though, and it kind of goes into what we were talking about with the video last night that I did when I went live. I don't care if you're in the Bible reading it or if you're in other ancient scriptures reading it. Christ did say over and over and over again that you, us, together, we could be far greater than him. Especially when we get into the Nagamati scriptures, I do roll that. It's a constant thought, mindset that he has been trying to deliver to us. The truth, the light, the way, is him saying you have that in you. You can ascend and be a master just as me. And when he says it all the time in the Bible and other places, you can do greater than I. You will do greater than I. He is referencing how he is one man at that time, and it was a horrible time. I mean, the Middle East has always been warring, but at that time when Christ came, it was one of the worst times ever in history, from corruption and war, and it was bad. And he was overcoming it. He ascended out of it. He was trying to teach others how to do that, how to be masters themselves. That's why he repeats all the time, you can do this. You feed these people. Oh no, we can't. You feed these people. Walk on the water. You can do it. All you need is a mustard seed of faith. My goodness. And once we do establish the concept of a mustard seed of faith in our head, in our heart, it's not having to conquer the mountain. It's not having to climb the mountain. Once you really establish just a mustard seed of faith, you will be able to acknowledge there is no damn mountain. So, he is trying to say if we all, us, he kept saying you guys, it's not about me, it's you. I'm just here to try and teach you. If we can all ascend and come together collectively, in a collective consciousness, collectively, we are greater than he ever was. Those are his words. So, a lot of that has been taken out, though. That's where we will be leading into eventually. But I went on such a tangent last night that I was like, you might need to help them out a little bit, Court. So I'm going to post that history video below this. And I invite all of you to really start joining into the discussions here because, like I said, that is my goal also, to help us all understand we can do even greater than he. I love you all. I love you. Have a great, great weekend. Blessed weekend. I'm going to be here with Cosmic Soul Podcast on Sunday. I love you all. Enjoy yourselves. And also remember, because this has been on my heart lately, remember, don't take life so seriously or you're going to lose the point. I love you guys. Namaste.